Wish TV is proud to honor teachers in Central Indiana.
She is an inspiration to all of us.
She's always smiling.
Who go above and beyond.
She's done so many things for so many people.
She's inspirational.
Making a difference.
She's always taught me to believe in myself and never get down on myself.
Everybody's biggest cheerleader.
And deserving of recognition for their outstanding efforts in education.
I love the people that I work with. And to know that I've made an impact on somebody's life, it is truly a great honor.
It's an honor. I love what I do, and the kids are the ones who make it work. I'm like just so taken aback because I love them so much. The fact that, they love me just as much just means a lot. Sorry, you're going to have to cut that part out.
And you are our winner.
Oh, thank you so much.
From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Golden Apple Awards podcast, sponsored by Bailey & Wood Mortgage Lender.
Welcome to the Golden Apple Podcast. We're extending the conversation after a really fun April Golden Apple surprise. This month's winner is Miss Amber Ploutz. She's known for bringing Broadway to her second grade classroom in Greenwood. The kids put on plays at VO Isom Central Elementary School that Miss Ploutz creates from scratch. She also does a lot of parodies. They're so much fun. But even she wasn't acting when it came to how surprised she was when we gave her this award. And speaking of the Golden Apple Award surprise, well, it came really fast and it went really fast. So we brought Ms. Ploutz back on the podcast. Listen in.
Hi, I'm Bailey of Bailey Wood Mortgage Lender. Our founder and my dad, Mike Wood, understands the importance of family, which is why with our fast turn times, you can focus on your family and enjoying your new home. Bailey Wood has donated over $500,000 to local charities, schools, and our hometown heroes. When you use Bailey Wood, you're partnering with a local family and business that cares about your community.
Hi, Miss Amber Ploutz. Thanks for joining us this morning. We really appreciate it. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good. Okay, so Golden Apple, it aired this week. A lot's happened in the last few weeks. What have you been hearing from people?
The outpouring of positive messages back to me has been unbelievable. I've had former students who have since gone through high school, graduated from high school, gone on through college, who've been reaching back out to me, and colleagues who've retired from school are reaching back out to me, just to send positive messages my way. And it has been wonderful. It has been like a big ISOM reunion with staff members who retired and gone on and even traveled or different places all around the country who've been reaching out to say hi and to congratulate me. It's been unbelievably wonderful.
I'm so glad to hear that. We bombarded you. Like I always say, it's fun, but it is a lot for teachers. You've had a moment to digest it now. Now, how are you feeling?
That I'm in the right place, that I'm where I'm supposed to be. It was a wonderful surprise. You guys are amazing, by the way. I had no idea you were coming in.
Oh, good. I'm so worried. Sometimes with younger kids, especially second grade, we're like, please don't tell her.
They did a great job of keeping the secret. I had no idea.
Oh, good. Oh, and the kiddos, they were so much fun. They were like, this is the best day ever. So I'm glad they had a lot of fun with it too.
Second grade is my jam. I love it. I love the social emotional learning that takes place during this age group. It's my favorite grade.
You said you've always wanted to be a teacher, but you were also very much into the arts. You kind of made it work in both worlds. How did you do it?
So when I was first looking into what I wanted to do, you have to take different method classes. And one of them was specifically for music and specifically for art. But while I was taking those classes, I realized, well, some of these things kind of translate over into math, or I could pull this into reading and make it more fun. Because if learning is fun and more hands-on, it really resonates with the kids better. And it sticks, much better than just, reading something straight out of a paper pencil book and doing workbook pages. So the more hands-on I can make it, the better. And every year I kind of see what the kids need and where their strengths are. And this year's group is very into music. So anytime I can pull in a song, when we're learning about the different types of triangles, or when we're learning about telling time and how we use the different hands on the clock for telling time, music is their go-to avenue for learning this year. So I use that as kind of a way to get the more difficult concepts across the kids in a way that's fun and entertaining.
It was so fun just watching you do the singing with them, and then the I guess it's a pool noodle that you guys cut up.
Desk drumming, yes.
Desk drumming. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do this with my 3-year-old. This seems like such a great interactive tool. Do you think that more teachers should be thinking outside the box in this realm, especially with kids when they were stuck at home and now getting back into the classroom? They're a little behind in a lot of cases. Do you think these methods really have a big impact?
Oh, definitely. We're in a new realm of learning right now. Everything's changed in the past 3 years, and students need more interactive, more hands-on things. Gone or way far gone are the days where you would sit and lecture for an hour, into a perfectly silent classroom without a single pin drop. They have to be interacting and moving, talking with each other, collaborating. They need that now.
How do you find the drama club enhances their school experience?
Everybody has something that they do really well in. And for some kids, that's speaking and being in front of a crowd and singing. And this gives them a chance to pursue that and to share that. And it's amazing years down the line. I just had a high school senior reach out to me actually just yesterday afternoon after watching your broadcast, who was reminiscing about when she was in elementary school and how she felt like so uplifted, like this was her chance to like really take center stage, and more than just literally, that this was going to be her thing. And she's gone on to do the middle school and high school drama performance, and she's even thinking about majoring in the arts when she goes to college next year.
Sometimes we think of arts get cut first as not those critical, math, science and whatnot, but there is a place for arts, it seems like. How do you make it work, especially in elementary school? It seems a little bit hard to get little kids to memorize these things and to do it and want to do it. How do you make it all work?
So every year first of all, I am very, very lucky to be at the corporation that I am, at the school that I am, with the leadership team that we have here. They're very pro arts. And in addition to that, every year I have upper grade level students who are in drama club, my drama alumni, come back and help me plan things for the next school year. Like, what do you guys want to do? Are there songs that you'd like to have? Get their suggestions and input. And then they help me build the script from there and what they'd like to see happen.
Oh, that's awesome. It was impressive to think a 45 minutes, an hour play with kids of these various ages. That's amazing. One of your students, the second grader, she told me, she was like, I didn't think I'd ever want to do drama, but then I did want to have a speaking role. And it was amazing. We practiced so much that when we performed, it felt like it was just the same old practice. And I thought, hey, that's exactly what Miss Plouts was probably wanting.
Yeah.
Hearing that from your students and then actually hearing their messages of just what you mean to them, what would that make you think?
My heart is so full right now. I have been beaming nonstop since you guys have come to my room. It's one thing to see it all take place, but when you're in the trenches, putting everything together, sometimes, you think, is this really creating like an impact, a positive impact, like you'd like it to be? And now hearing back from everybody, it's like, wow, this is really made a positive difference in the lives of so many people. And the kids look forward to it every year. They're excited. They're already talking about next year. I'm like, oh, let's finish this year first before we get started on the next one. But I don't think about it in the time, while I'm doing things, the lasting impact that these kinds of programs and things are making for our children. And it's, wow, I'm going to cry again. This has been such an overwhelmingly positive experience. So many teachers don't realize their long-lasting impact, and this has really brought that to the forefront for me.
I think sometimes we take teachers for granted, and maybe it doesn't even make you guys as aware of the impact that you really are making and having every day. And I think for myself, that's a lesson I've taken away. But do you think overall we can all take a lesson about the true importance that teachers really do have? I mean, you guys have your hands on our children's lives for a long impact.
It's not just teaching math or reading or writing. It's not teaching, the multiplication tables and things like that. What we're doing is helping students to build a foundation for their future outside of school. Like once they leave here, what are they going to go forward and do? Help them find those interests, things that they're good at, their strengths, their weaknesses. How can we help them with their weaknesses? It's more than just teaching reading, writing, and arithmetic.
How can we as a community and parents, I'm a parent, but I have really young kids. How can we help in this process moving forward? Because it's been a tough 2 years and we're kind of in a new landscape as we're getting back from COVID full into classrooms and stuff. How can we help teachers?
One of the biggest things is a lot of kids right now, they don't have those social interactions that we took for granted, going to parks and museums, playing outside, playing with other children, with like outside of the family. They don't have that. They didn't get the opportunity to have these interactions. So anything people could do to like give their children these experiences, go to a museum, take a hike, volunteer at the Humane Society and have a play date and have kids come over to play. Anything they can do like that would really make a positive impact.
That makes total sense. I think of she's 3.5 and she's my daughter. She's in daycare we call school, and she has her class. But sometimes now when we go to a playground, she's scared of kids she doesn't know. And it's a unique, interesting thing for myself to say, oh, hey, we hadn't been out doing these things. And I think too, for parents, maybe we need to be more understanding for teachers and what you guys are dealing with, because it's not just the math skills that are behind, but it's those social skills too.
That's a very important point.
Anything else you really want people to know moving forward? I thought you had such a great message at the end of the story of, follow your own dream. And you certainly did.
When I was growing up, my parents and my grandparents were very supportive. And they always said to my sisters and I, you need to find something you love to do, not necessarily, like a job, but, something you love to do, because if you find something you love to do, you're never going to really work a day in your life. But if you just go into something for the money, or you go into it because it's convenient, 5-10 years down the line, where are you going to find yourself? So they were very supportive in the fact that all of us, found our profession, found something that we enjoy doing. And I never say I'm going to work. I always say I get to go to school. I don't, because it's not, it's a job, it's work, but like, to me, it's fun. It's not just a job. It's something I love to do. So I think it's really important that people find the thing you love to do, because that's going to make all the difference.
I completely agree. Thank you so much. You can tell that you love what you do. You love those kids, and keep on doing it. You're making such a lasting, wonderful impact in our community. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bailey, a Bailey Wood mortgage lender. Our founder and my dad, Mike Wood, understands the importance of family, which is why with our fast turn times, you can focus on your family and enjoying your new home. Bailey Wood has donated over $500,000 to local charities, schools, and our hometown heroes. When you use Bailey Wood, you're partnering with a local family-run business that cares about your community.
Hi, once again, I'm Hannah Mordeau from Wish TV. Every month, we take your nominations for amazing Central Indiana teachers making a crucial difference in our children's lives. We hear their stories and surprise one winning teacher in class along with our friends at Bailey and Wood Mortgage Lender. Every month, the winner gets the Golden Apple Award trophy, a $500 cash prize, and a nomination video all about their hard work. So if you know a teacher deserving of recognition, please tell us their story. We encourage students, parents, colleagues, friends, family, anyone to nominate teachers for their outstanding efforts in education. Give us all the details. That's how we know what they do. Nominate someone right now at wishtv.com. Then be sure to watch Wish TV every month to see the winning stories, or subscribe to the Golden Apple Awards podcast right here on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The Wish TV Golden Apple Awards podcast, sponsored by Bailey and Wood Mortgage Lender. Nominate a teacher and learn more at wishtv.com now. Be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast and discover even more great podcasts now on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.